Your relationship with your boss can be a delicate balance, but does it need to be strictly professional? Tom Gimbel here to talk about that and whether it's okay to be friends with your supervisor. Is it or isn't it?
Really is. It's one of the things that if you've ever worked at a startup company, everybody's friends. And that's the great story of the last 30 years in this country, Micah, is startups. Whether we're going to the huge companies today of Google and Facebook and Uber and that, or local companies in Chicago that we've heard of who've built great cultures and great companies that started from, in our lifetimes. And when you're in a startup with 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 people, you can't do anything but be friends with each other.
I know, but Tom, what if you come into some place where, you never met your boss before and you just get this kinship? I mean, he or she is the one who's handling your promotions, your salaries, and the whole deal, your vacation time. Do you really want to get close with them and have to deal with them telling you what to do and not to do?
Well, at the end of the day, it's about mutual understanding, emotional intelligence, and respect of one another. And it really falls on each party equally. And what I mean by that is the manager has to believe that there's a difference and that I'm your friend, but I'm also your boss. And I'm going to give you the straight feedback on your behavior and your performance so you know where you stand as your boss. The employee needs to realize that at times they need to take orders and directives from their boss, no matter how good of friends they are. I built a company from scratch starting 26 years ago and built it up. And I had people who were with me 15, 20, almost 25 years of that time, Micah. And those are some of the closest friends I have in the world. They never took advantage of me. They always were respectful. The respect is a two-way street. When you treat people that way, it's really almost an unbelievable. Think about working with your best friends. If you're all on the same page, you care about each other so much that you want to do and accomplish great things. And it's a much more fulfilling way to work. But you have to have open, honest dialogue about it.
What happens when people hold grudges, though?
People hold grudges against people who aren't their friends just as much as they do with their friends.
But do you want to do it with somebody at work, a boss or something?
Well, think about this. How many times do you hear of people who have fights with their friends that they don't work together? I want to work with people that I genuinely like. And if I'm going to put a line in the sand and say, I'm going to stop it at this point, I'm actually limiting my life overall. I'm just a big believer, Micah, that we shouldn't have this line in the sand of work life and personal life. There's no reason that they can't be intermingled. It doesn't mean it has to be intermingled. And I want to make sure, because I'm sure I'll get the hate emails and texts after this, Micah. You don't have to be friends with your boss or your subordinates or your coworkers. However, there's nothing wrong if you want to be.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
A healthy thing.
Yeah, because a lot of people come in and think it's going to be like high school. I want to fit in. I want everybody to like me. Everybody's not going to like you.
The biggest difference between work and that high school analogy is the most successful people, they like positive results better than they like personalities. The most successful people, they're all about results. And there's nothing more attractive in a friend than somebody who delivers what they say they're going to do in their work product.
You're so into kumbaya today, Tom. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
I'm feeling very peaceful right now. The Bears hired Ben Johnson. Life is on the upswing.
There you go. Take care.